Alrighty, boys and girls, hello and welcome back. Another match to be brought to you guys, and it's going to be Bot123 versus Avenue. This one should be a much better matchup than what we saw in the last one, not to
Yeah.
take anything away from first round or anything like that, but we do have some ex-Lux players in here, some pretty noticeable names that we've kind of seen before. Look at them kind of screwing around here in the knife round, having a little bit of fun. But looking forward to this one, Kaiserson. What should we see?
Yeah. Well, we should see very, very good shots being hit. Jack is one of the greatest online players I know. He's going to be a little bit more welcome since all this lineup, I believe, is from Czech Republic, so the communication should be a lot better because I know he has communication issues because he used to play on Fierce, and that was one of his biggest problems there. On Bot123, ex-Lux lineup, we got some very, very noticeable names. Max Strafe, very, very talented player. Aslan, also known as Flashy, very, very talented, very good, especially when he's on the car. Should be seeing a good game.
And that's what I'm hoping for. It looks like the knives have commenced. The AFK player that they were waiting for has come back. And pretty much a clean slate there for Bot123. So they're going to take the W in the knife round. They're going to get to choose what side they start on. I expect to see them start Axis side and get this one rocking and rolling. Yeah, they vote to remain on Axis, and we're ready to go. So this is going to be, should be a pretty fun matchup between these two squads. Really get to showcase some of the battalion action, and you guys will get to see it firsthand right here, right now, boys and girls. Get your boys, get your friends, get everybody in here. Let them see what battalion competitive is all about.
Yeah, this should be a fantastic game. A lot of smokes on Avenue, so get onto the site. No shotgun, but there is a shotgun on Bot123, which would be on the hands of Icon, so watch that player. But J Money is the first one to tag Looney. But the frag goes towards Aslan. Adamello really low as they push on towards that B site. He will fall.
There's Jackus. Like you said, Aslan's going to go down. They are going to get the plant here. Backstab from Looney. And things looking pretty good now for Avenue. They've got the bomb plant. They've got pretty solid post-plant positions. I think that was a little TK damage that actually came out on the Looney. But got the back roads all locked down. Jackus looking for that jumping player, just holding him at bay for the time being. They start to try and sneak on in. There goes a smoke. Icon's able to get one, but Saint has snuck into the bomb site. Now that locks Looney out. Player coming away. J Money finishing off the round. It's a team ace here for Bot123 and a successful 3-on-3 retake.
Yeah, really great successful retake. Icons able to get that player, which was into yellow, which pushed in. And then, of course, Saint getting that player on site, opening up the site completely, leaving Louis outside. Really great round from Bot123, but Avenue, really great first round as well from them, getting that bomb plant.
Absolutely. So you can kind of see they got into the site, but the retake's too strong there from the ex-Lux players as they buy on up. You can see already a shotgun still in hand here for Ike. You kind of buy around that. Aslan's going to have the high money, high caliber rifle. See what he can do with it into this round. Some of them are going to be, oof, so much spam damage through the smoke in mid. They got to be careful. Forward positions here from the Allied side as Avenue start their attack towards that B bomb site. Left a couple players over towards the coast side. Really fanned out here on the attacking side, but looking for it. Max throws the nade out, getting a lot of damage in. Max is actually going to take down Jackus in the back. A is going to be coming under attack now. Bomb re-picked up. Looney on the return frag. A lot of damage in on Saint. They have yet to push up the stairs. Good smoke at the bottom to cordon that area off to abate from any kind of an attack for the time being, as it is on a 4 versus 4.
Good detonate from Saint, just giving us more time to get his team to rotate round. Make sure they don't start pushing, but now the push will start to come in. CD should be leading charge with the shotgun, misses his shot, which allows Saint to get in the frag. Almost gets a second, but J Money getting all that money for himself, gets that double kill, just leaving Looney in a 1 versus 3 without bomb. Really great round there from Saint, using that detonate, just give his team a little bit more time, which allowed J Money to get up there.
So many angles to look at, so many players all over the place. J Money going to pick up 3 in the round. He's already off and rolling, 4-0 on the scoreboard. We saw a big performance out of Don in the last map. Now we're going to see J Money starting off with the hot. And that was huge. I mean, like you said, I mean, Max doing such a great job, Saint doing a great job, just holding things down over at the A bomb site, keeping them from pushing in. That gave J Money time to kind of put a bait and switch in that hallway. They get that frag, think that it's clear to push into the bomb site. He swings wide, finds both of those kills, and just completely shuts everything down. So really nicely done from Bot123. They're going to find their second round, and they are off and rolling.
Max trying to get some spam with that STG, but it does seem like the Avenue lot are going towards that B bomb site. Only Looney lurking around, which might cause J Money some problems if he chooses to rotate. I like this. They smoked out the site. They're not pushing in one at a time. That's what you like to see. You don't really want to push in one at a time. In a game like this, you want to push in together, confuse your enemy, and get those frags. CD with the shotgun, unable to do anything with it. Saint trading in. And at the moment, advantage is towards Bot123. Lowy and Looney separated. Not much they can do here.
Looney is able to get that frag on J Money, but it's all too little too late as Saint Doom is going to find Louis. Now Looney's got to get the 5-man ace here in order to clutch out the round in a 1v4. Surely not. He's got so many players left to find, so many players that are playing well already in this game. He's going to try to take the back roads into that B bomb site as the bomb is dropped over there, but all three players are just hunkered down waiting for this play to come in. See him prone in the bomb site, one player playing in the back B halls, one player playing over towards the allied mid area. Smoke goes out. They know where he is. He's just going to have to fall back, hang on to his weapon. He's got a Thompson and an STG, so that's a peek into potentially do some damage with it.
Yeah, the STG have that watch shot capability. And the Thompson, close range damage. Should be pretty good moving into the second round. He can give those 2 tokens to his teammates, try and get better weaponry. I know CD's been playing a lot of shotgun. Adamello pulling out the scope, which should rival Flash's unscoped car, maybe even slightly better.
Well, we'll have to see, Kaiser.
Yeah, we have to see indeed.
We will have to see. But thus far, things off to a rip-roaring start here for Bot123 as they continue. A lot of nades over here to the coast side. Good damage, well, looking to be found over here. It's the broken wall. Going to come under fire. Going to be contested early on. They've already got a player forward positioning there as well. That's CDE that's gotten out in front with Looney. Looking to find that early frag, get that man advantage, but Jackus going down to Icons early on. Not the start they were looking for.
No, Icons can hold this position. Adamello stuck in spawn pretty much. Trying to look for this lurking player, which is Icons. Whereas the rest of his team just waiting for peaks, but Bot123 really disciplined, not really giving any peaks for Avenue to get. Right now, CD actually finds that one peak, which was Max. The rest of the players pretty disciplined, but somehow Avenue just finding these peaks right now. Ooh, J Money, shotgun, only good for 1. Making it a 2 versus 1, just leaving Flashy with this car in hand. It's been pretty quiet as of late, but you can do so much damage with it, and I think both these players realize that he is towards that A site and want to get that bomb towards B.
This player on the back of the statue right now, Adamello, in a pretty good position. The problem is that he's kind of left his teammate high and dry over there towards B. They didn't know whether or not this player had already rotated out off of the A bomb site or not. But now an opportunity for the 2v1 clutch for Aslan. But Avenue, this should be their first round on the board. Finding out where those final 2 players were, using their man advantage to actually kind of figure out where these guys were hiding, and then going from there. This is a, well, he's kind of found the only open avenue to come into this bomb site. Now he knows exactly where that player is. Prone in the back lines. That's a nice shot from Aslan. One more to find as it is down in the 1v1. Louis is over here. Smoke goes out. That's not going to be in the right position. He can tap the bomb, but the backstab is there deep into those B halls. Still looking for that player to come around the side. Oh, they're going to meet up here in just a second. And there's the frag from Aslan, but he does not have time for the defuse. Takes about 8 seconds for the bomb defuse in this game. And ring, ring, ring. The banana phone goes off, and that is going to be the first round on the board here for Avenue Esports.
Yeah, really great round from Avenue. I think Flashy might have got some miscommunication there because it did seem like he was looking towards connector /L. Maybe teammate heard something Who knows, or maybe just did a 50-50 chance, because how often do you see players playing right next to each other in a 2 versus 1? But Flashy will. Oh, that's not a great start. I guess Saint forgot there is team damage on, because of course in normal competitive mode there is no team damage, but in this competition there is team damage, which some players might have forgot, but they should have realized by the time of the 3rd round in the competition.
Max must have been talking smack or something.
Must have.
It's not boding too well for Bot123 at the moment, though, as Looney's able to pick up technically the first frag. That's not a team kill. And he actually finds another one. So they've opened up this bomb site over on A, leaving St. Doom, pardon me, over on B, leaving St. Doom all by his lonesome on A. One player is still over here, should be hearing some footsteps, but that player falling back. And Saint pushing out with the shotgun. One shot will do it. This player is being so stealthy. Look at him, just a little cat and mouse game right now. Can't find out where he is. He hears the footsteps, but he can't track him down. So another round going to be on the board here for Avenue Esports as Looney, or pardon me, St. Doom, wanting to just kind of hang on to his weaponry for the next round. But they've kind of got him locked down in the house right now.
Yeah, and they know his exact position. They're just making sure that he can't really get out of there, making sure that if they can, try and get that frag if he peeks, because our players are quite impatient. Right now, clock is ticking, but a really great round from Avenue. It did help that Saint took down one of his own teammates, Max Strafe. So Bot123 is probably going to have some words during that right now. Not the greatest start in the 3rd round. Well, 5th round of the map, but 3rd round of the tournament. But they will keep their lead, 3-2. Avenue, a lot of coin in a spare change. The weaponry on Bot123 is still very good. Flashy's going to get that car. Saint's going to keep the weapons he saved. And STG's on J-Money and Icons. Only Max with a good fair, which is not something you normally see anymore due to the nerf. But Max seems to still like that weapon, I believe.
So now we're into it. 6th round. A little bit closer of a matchup. Again, getting some momentum here on the Allied side. Lots of nades raining in on Aslan. It's going to drop him really low. Max, your first casualty. Looney starting to really step up in the last couple of rounds. He's got the opening 2 frags in the last round. This time he gets the opening frag on a Max. Aslan will get the return, though, as he does take him down. But Adamello, trades going favorably here for the Allied side. Avenue Esports finding themselves in a man advantage.
Yeah, and you kind of have to favor the allies in this, especially since if they do storm a site, which is going to be the B site, which is completely open, they're going to be able to get that bomb down and then do post-plant positions. And with Adamello on that scope, he can go into several locations and just hold that angle down securely. Only person which is in the danger zone is Flashy, who gets that frag with the car. And I've said before this game started that as soon as this guy has the car, he can do so much damage. Just like we see on this round.
Wow. Get out of my house, CDE. 3 kills so far on the back of that car. Giving an advantage here for the retake now as the bomb is planted over towards that B bomb site. And now it's going to be Avenue Esports' job to lock it down, hold off on the push. All 3 players coming around from the same side, though. Bot123, one smoke in this area would do it, but they don't have any utility left. And J Money going to find Jackus. 1 versus 3 now for Louis. He's pretty much locked out right now. Does get the knife kill, takes down St. Doom. Trying to bait out a couple of shots here. Bomb is getting defused. Not a lot of time. If he can kill the diffuser, he can win the round. Oh, and he does! He gets the diffuser, and Louis is going to clutch out the 1v3. That's going to be all she wrote. 3-3 now. Avenue Esports tying things up on a hero play in the 1v3. Even got his medal for the 1v3 clutch. What a play.
What a play. Just went straight for the planter. He knew that if Flashy misses his shot, he can get that frag, and he did it. Absolutely insane, making it 3-3. That's the type of hero plays you kind of want in a round like that.
You love to see it, man.
You
love to see it.
You love it. Let's see if they can keep that momentum up. Of course, they lost every single player, whereas Flashy gets to keep that car, which he did get 4 kills in that round with.
Not the one that mattered, though.
Not the one that mattered. Oh. Just for a nade there from Adamello. But Looney gets the first frag. Nice timing from Max, taking down Adamello. And he runs away, but not for long, as Looney takes him out again. Looney is on 10 kills right now to 4 deaths. Only person on double figures in this map so far.
Yeah, but like you said, Flashy not too far behind him. That big round on the car last. See if he can emulate anything this time around. But again, they're starting to push in. And Looney has been so good on these entry frags so far in this matchup. Almost every single round, it seems to be him first in the kill feed. They've lost the A bomb site. So now it's going to come down to the retake again from Bot123. And there is Flash.
Now, the car is going to be a little bit more difficult towards his A site since most of the players can stay on site, hold tight angles.
Oh, he's got the shotgun too.
He's got the shotgun too, but it looks like they're just going in for a save, carrying these weapons over. Icon trying to get into position to maybe try and get some exits, but the round is over and done with, and that'll be the 4th round for Avenue, taking the lead for the first time in this map.
So how many rounds do you feel comfortable on the Allied side at this point? Do you feel comfortable with 4? Do you feel better? I mean, obviously, the more the merrier. But when you start to get to this point, you know, in your opening half, 4 rounds, you feel pretty comfortable, confident going into the second half of that?
I would say 4 rounds is the cutoff point. If you get below 4 rounds, you're just making your job a lot harder. If you get 4 rounds, that's a good medium. You can do a lot more damage with that. You have a little bit of leeway, and you can try and get back into the game. Of course, if you have like 5 rounds, that's when you're going to see a little bit more competitive game. It's 5-7. Just need to get 3 rounds and you're already taking the lead. And you're a lot closer to that match point than your opponents. So I would say 5 rounds is... I'm pretty comfortable winning this game. 4 rounds, okay, we can win this definitely still.
This time around, Looney not going to get the first frag. It's Louis who does. They know that he's over on the coast side. Drops out the nade, but St. Doom, close quarter, shotgun right to the face. Rips it clean off his shoulder. And a man advantage finally here for Bot123. They go for a little bit more of an aggressive posturing over there towards A, taking over some coastal control. Really trying to lock things down, but Jackus able to answer back, bringing it back onto a 3v3, and that A bomb site has been lost. So they committed over towards B. It doesn't work out for them. They can actually get over here towards A and get the bomb plant in the back alley. Jackus pushed up aggressive. One player right in his face, spots his shoulder. Opportunities on the board for him. It is Flashy, but look at this positioning. Jumps right over. Ooh, never mind. Misses the shot, but gets the knife midair. Takes him down, and that is going to be a bomb plant now. So it is a retake still here for Bot123, but it is a 3-on-2. They've got the man advantage.
Now we're trying to do some damage, but unable to find him. Just gets the information, but he will fall to Saint, just walking into the site with the shotgun. Adamello can do nothing with that scope, so the retake is good. 4-4, but what a knife kill from Flashy.
The man's doing it all right now. 12-2 on the scoreboard. It's crazy, you know, because he has had a couple of saves. He has survived at the end of a couple of rounds. But only having 2 deaths, 8 rounds in is pretty impressive nonetheless. Looney, though, 11-5, kind of mirroring the frag total here for Flashy. But, I mean, Jesus, the guy's doing it with shotguns. He's doing it with cars. He's doing it with a knife. I mean, pretty much everything this guy's got your back covered.
Exactly, but Saint, he's got some balls on him. Just walking straight in front. Adamello could have easily gone. He was watching that cross with the scope, but essentially Flashy gets the first frag this round. Making it 4-5, and the buy on Avenue, not too great. You're still going to see some Thompsons, but it's really like Carbine, which is going to be issues. But now he's able to get the first frag. Icons, turn away. They would take down Adamello. Still feeling that hurt from last round, and Icon's going to get information that a person has crossed to yellow.
He's got himself in a favorable position as well. He doesn't know that there's 2 players over there, but he did see the one. So he knows that there's at least one pesky allied player over towards that B-bomb site. Trying to lock things down now, though. Bot123 man advantage for them once again. As you saw, I mean, just beautiful shots early on. Flashy able to get that opening pick. Beautiful one from Icons as well. The fadeaway.
Right now, it's all now. He's going around through their spawn completely undetected. You can see that his teammates are just waiting for Larry to just try and find something. But right now, he's not finding anything. But as soon as he crosses the site, he will find Flashy. He did get the first frag onto Jackus. Timing not on his favor. Just maybe a little bit of miscommunication there.
I mean, it was a jump shot after all, but still.
It was.
It's just ridiculous. 5 seconds left. No time to really get anything done here except hang on to the weapons for the next round. But again, another nice looking round there from Bot123. Keep the 3 alive. Let Louis skate on with the car and the Thompson into the next round. Carries the smoke over as well. But 5-4 now. Bot123 stringing a couple of rounds together, seeing if they can continue that momentum deep into this half as we come into the final couple of rounds here of regulation in the opening half of this map. I'm hoping we get a different map for our next one, man.
Yeah.
As much as I love Coastal, and I think Coastal is a phenomenal map, I'd love to see, you know, a lot of people are more familiar with maps like Liberation, Coastal, obviously, Manor House, I want to see Vanguard, because I don't actually know all the names of all the Russian weapons that are in there, but I've heard that that they're just super overpowered and really, really strong weapons.
Really, really strong weapons. PPSH, so strong. Even at high medium range. If you can handle the recoil, you can do so much damage with it. But
talking about damage, though, CDE picking up back-to-back Friday.
See him looking for a third one, unable to find Flashy. If you do that can change around completely. Oh, some team damage there.
He's getting shot from everywhere.
Oh, Max. Risky play. But he is able to take down one. Gets the information where CDE is. Right now. Flashy and Icons. Flashy, also known as Aslan, he's been doing so well with that car. You can just see him opening up a site. It's like a surgeon. Right now, time is ticking, and they need to start pushing in very soon. He misses the first shot. He is able to push on the site. The smoke's going to help them quite a bit. Icons gets a knife on Jess. Gets another knife. It's all up to CDE. He has to stick the defuse right now, and CDE knows it. And we'll get that frag. 5-5. Really close game.
Yeah, big 4-kill round there for CDE, though. Really kind of saved Avenue on that round as well. But again, I mean, Icons making it, at least making it interesting there at the end. That was a really good plant position from the Allied side, kind of even with that smoke getting dropped into the middle of the bomb site, leaving that player exposed, knowing exactly where that bomb is planted, and not really leaving him any cover. So an easy pickup for CDE. Just has to play the time at the end of the round. But yeah, 5-5. Final 2 rounds of the half coming at you. Looney, again, there's the opening pick. CDE going to bust out the guarantee. And, well, there you go. Couple of kills quick succession there for the Avenue Esports side.
Yeah, you can see Avenue getting a lot more confident now.
Well, CDE has really gone God mode these last couple of rounds. That's 6 kills, make it 7 kills in the last 2 rounds for CDE. So he's picking up the pace, really keeping his team alive in this matchup. Definite potential for one more, but it's going to be Looney to pick things up. 6-5 now. Avenue Esports, very strong Allied side.
Super strong Allied side. Let's see if they can keep that up. 7-5. Could spell disaster for Bot123. And the buy not looking too impressive. Flashy no longer having that car, which has been so powerful on. He's gone for the shotgun. Probably going to go into a close angle with that. And we're seeing some Gothairs. Not the situation you want to be in the last round of the half. Max unable to get anything done. J Money will be able to get one, but quick trade again from CDE, who's been doing so much damage.
What's that, 9 kills in 3 rounds now? I believe.
I believe you are correct.
4, 3, and 2. So yeah, I mean, he's really picked up the pace. I mean, he's only on 11 and 7, but 9 kills in the last 3 rounds. So he was 2 and 7, or at least only had 2 frags into the last 3 rounds. And he's managed to really turn the tables. Good choice of smoke. Not going to connect the shot there. Still looking for it. Tagging and denial of the bomb plant. So nicely done from Icons in the 1v3. 2 more players left to find. He's getting shot from every angle. There's the 3rd kill. CDE, 10 kills in 3 rounds for him. Really bringing his scoreline up. 12, 2, and 7 on the scoreboard. And we go into halftime with a 7-5 lead for Avenue East.
Really great lead. It'll be interesting what Bot123 pulls out. And it's all about this by Saint putting up smoke that could cause some problems, which you're probably going to see them towards maybe the B bomb site. Alcon's getting enough one, as well as Flashy. So you're probably going to see 2 smokes down mid, 1 smoke for that B cross, unless they are going towards the A site, but you're most likely going to see them go towards the B site on this map. Well, on site, we have the shotgun on Lowy. And Lowy right now is on a site, which isn't the site you want to be if it's a B push like this.
Yeah, very tough to retake with a shotgun. Although we did see the 3v1 in the earlier half, so you never know what could happen in CDE. Continuing on, there's Flashy. Finally gets the return, but Jackus is there for the backstab. Still looking for a little bit more. Lost in the smoke. Looney, though, spamming. Will find Max. J Money onto Jackus, but it is down to Icons and J Money in a 3v2. See what they can do here as Looney still alive and kicking. Lots to play for left in this round. Big momentum swing here if Bot123 can pick up the opening round of the second.
Of course, disaster. J Money position been spoiled by Lowy with that shotgun. He's trying to get in a position where he can cause a lot of damage, but at the moment it's not too fruitful. Icons will be able to take down Adamello. This makes it 2 versus 2. And both actually players are split. Could decide to go towards the A side, but if the bomb's stuck on the B side, it's going to be difficult.
What a turnaround right now, though, leaving Looney in a 1v2. Did he spot the gun? There's a lot in architecture here. He's in a great spot. Oh, but J Money just jumping, strafing by, just decapitates him. Beautiful shot from him on the carbine. That's going to be a round for Bot123. They pick up the first round in the second half, give themselves a little bit of a coin advantage. As you can see, it's not going to be a pretty buy here for Avenue Esports. They've got the money to pick up some Thompsons or some shotguns, and we'll see what they decide to do. Yeah, looks like some shotguns. Heavy on the shotgun front.
I wish we could see that shot from J Money's position there. Just quickly checks action. He quickly gets that headshot. It's absolutely phenomenal. Icons almost getting a shot through the smoke. That would have been a great start to the rest of this half, but J Money, I'm still stuck on that shot. Ooh,
good return. CDE able to get the equalizer, but there is Flashy with the Garand. And Matt. Carbine frag there on the Louis Baba. And that's going to be a nice stark contrast to the last couple of rounds. Adamello, though, with the return on a Max, is able to bring it back into a 3-on-2. But in the meantime, J Money finding Adamello, leaving CDE, who was the heavy hand in the end of the last half. He's up to 14 and 8, so he's caught fire here. He was 2 and 7 at one point, so he's gone 12 and 1 in the last couple of rounds, but surely not going to find much here. Does do some light tagging there onto J Money, but surely not going to be enough. Tries to get himself out of dodge. Bomb's going to get planted over at A, and nigh impossible retake here for CDE.
Very much denied, but he could get J Money that. He will retreat, and the rest of his teams just swarmed in to protect him. To make sure that none of them drop, because they want to keep these weapons into the next round. It's all about the economy nowadays. The more tokens you have, the better you feel more comfortable spending them onto some of the heavy weapons like the Grand or the Springfield, as well as a bunch of nades. Right now, it's been pretty equal, really, on Bot123. Obviously, Flashy or Aslan being the most heavy hitter, but at the moment, pretty much everyone's got a frag in this round.
Yeah, it's only Icons. He was the one that got the early damage in. You can see J Money still on the hunt. There's Icons. So it's a team ace there for Bot123. Cleaning things up. Nicely done from them as they continue on. It's tied up 7-7. So coming down the stretch here, we are in a pretty good matchup. We did kind of preface this at the beginning that this was going to be a good game, and it has delivered so far.
Yeah, compared to the last game where it was just a complete thrashing for... don't want to say the name.
Dig
Picks.
I got you, don't worry.
Yeah.
I haven't messed it up yet, Bramer. Haven't messed it up.
I was pretty close there, to be honest. But Bot123 is going for a heavy B push. No one lucky, and they just want to go in, cause damage. Now we're trying to stop them, but at the moment, the frag's in favor for Bot123. Max being down to 1 HP. Saint now regaining his. And Bomb will go down as the retake situation starts.
Now, I just want to take a brief second here. I'm not sure what the previous viewership record was for any of these Blitzkrieg battles, but we're up over 500 viewers right now. That's a pretty damn good feeling, to be completely honest. This is only for $500. I'm telling you, this is a sight to behold. And thank you all for coming out for the release of Battalion, checking out what it is to be a Battalion professional or be on the competitive scene here. I'm sure we're going to get some even better matches here. This has been a great match to kind of showcase the game, but we're going to get some even better matches here later on once we start seeing, you know, Endpoint in some of their games. They're kind of the reigning champions of Battalion at the moment, and they can really show you how to play this game. It's really fun to see, but thank you to everybody who's come out to watch this. Still sitting strong over 500 viewers right now, and I can only imagine that number is going to go up.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit sad that we don't get to see CRG or X Team Demise, since both of those were pretty strong teams in the major. CRG disbanded. Fi, who was a heavy hit for him, is playing. He's playing for Team Moose, which some people might recognize since it is Climax's team. I believe they're still in the tournament last time I checked. So it'll be interesting to see how they get on, as well as these two teams. Adamello, he gets the first frag onto Flashy. Unable to get the second onto Saint, and Saint actually keeps his life. Jack is so close to getting him. But this B push seems to be quite successful. Saint, a little bit too eager. Ooh, Looney. Able to do a lot of damage having Lowy backing him up. Saint still on site, 1 versus 3. Bomb not in his possession, and he's hunting down Lowy, which might be the best call, but Jackus is there with the car. And the bullets dwindling in his mag, and he should fall.
Big round from Louis, though.
Yeah.
Keeping Looney alive in that back corner of that bomb site for as long as he was able to stay alive, having the backup there from Louis really kind of, that's such a strong crossfire right there between the two players. Crossfire. Keeping things even at an 8-on-8, 8-to-8 scoreline right now. So this is really nice to see. Really competitive matchup that we're seeing right now. And looking forward to seeing how this kind of goes down into the final stages of this matchup. Could we even see overtime? I mean, it's definitely possible as evenly as these two teams have been playing each other. My first and only competitive Face-It match that I have played so far went to overtime.
It went to overtime.
Yep. Very even matchup. I played with a couple of the guys that are here for the plays and everything. Played with Bear, Bruin, a couple of those guys, and we put together a game and played together. It was my first competitive. I think I went 24 for 16 in it, so I didn't do too bad. You know, trying to learn my feet, but it was on Liberation, a map that I knew. But yeah, very first matchup that I played on went to overtime. We ended up winning it too, so it was, you know, it kind of had everything that you wanted in a game.
Yeah, but right now, Looney, NT, at the moment it's very spread out, and the advantage is towards Avenue. Just leaving Icons and Flashy, and it's always been Icons and Flashy left alive, and Flashy's been doing great in these late rounds. At the beginning of rounds, you don't really see him do much, but when it's late rounds where he has a disadvantage, that's where Flashy seems to shine. Let's see if he can shine now. It just seems like they just want to keep their weapons. The economy pretty low, only Saint having 2 coins. And I believe they will only get 3 coins after losing this round.
I believe you're correct.
That is one feature I would love. To be able to see who won and lost rounds.
Well, Joe, you heard the man. Something similar to what Counter-Strike has in the middle of the scoreboard or something, where it just shows, Allied versus Axis round wins. You could even potentially implement, how much of a bonus are they going to get from this round? They've won 3 rounds in a row. These are the coins that they're going to get. They've lost 3 rounds in a row. These are the coins that they're going to get, kind of thing. Just put that in the HUD or something like that. But so far, so good. Everything is running nice and smooth. Everything looks great. I'm super excited, man. I really hope Battalion takes off. I really, really hope. I've got such high hopes. Having met some of the developers when we were over in Denmark was really, really cool. Getting to hang out with Joe and meet Fantasy and some of those guys that were over there and kind of talk, pick their brains and things like that. And really see what direction they want to take the game in, and seeing them execute, come back out and make a fantastic product. It's not very often you see an indie company come back with a vengeance the way that they have, and it's really great to see. And I have really high hopes for the game. I've always wanted to be like a premier commentator for an esport title, and seeing Battalion kind of come back out, it's really given me, that extra drive to be the best commentator that I can, and hopefully for you guys that are out there watching, the best players that you can be.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of players are very committed to this game. They love it. It gives them this nostalgic feel from the old COD 2 / COD 4 days, which is great feeling when you can have that nostalgia, but it also gives you that competitiveness, which you don't get with most titles. So the only title which I can say gives me that competitiveness was CSGO. But,
well, and again, it's one of those things that you kind of, there was the clip from Shroud yesterday where he came out and said that the best FPS game that's on the market right now is Battalion. And, it's got that perfect blend of Counter-Strike and Call of Duty, the competitiveness of Counter-Strike, and then it's got the throwback gameplay of Call of Duty, which really kind of puts it to the forefront in a lot of people's minds, where it's like, hey, man, this game could really be something. And hopefully it continues to progress, continues to grow. I know that they had 5,000 concurrent players the other day, which is leaps and bounds better than what they've had in the past. And it just continues to grow on a day-by-day basis. Tied up 9-9 right now, though. Icons and Max Strafe going to finish off the round. They did have a 4-on-2 advantage going into that bomb plant at B, and keeping the dream alive right now. Still tied up 9-9. So this is a phenomenal matchup that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it was phenomenal, and it was just so great to see while you were talking there, Bot123 Icons. He held the angle for the boost. He expected the boost, which Lowy and Looney were going to do. Took the head clean off. It was fantastic to see.
And there obviously are some tweaks and some progression that's going to go on in the game as well. I know a lot of people have been complaining about going and running up against 5 Qs and things like that, but that's part of the process. You got to release the game, see what the problems are, and kind of address them from there. You never really know what you're getting into as far as a competitive title is concerned. So I'm sure those kind of things are going to get cleaned up over time and improved, and we're going to have ourselves a phenomenal esport here, boys.
Yeah, and just like that, we have a phenomenal game right here. Icons trying to find CDE, who's been proving a nuisance towards this action, but it's Jackers. Is that a collateral between Saint and Icons? I think it was.
I think he picked up Saint just before he got Icons, but good backup from him to keep CDE alive, and he's actually picked up 3 now on the round. Will finally go down to J Money, a name that we've kind of stopped saying here recently. He was such a nuisance on the Axis side. He's kind of gone cold here for the Allies, but seeing him start to fire back into some rounds, it's good to see.
I think the last time we spoke, his name was that turn-away shot on to Looney. J Money just holding this angle. He knows there's a player near him somewhere. Ooh, actually able to get that. Just leaving CDE on this bomb site. In top yellow with a shotgun to play with. And he's actually in a great angle to try and get it. He only gets a tag. He does get the frag onto the second one, but time is dwindling. 9 seconds. Flashy needs to stick this. And that will be CDE's round. Great patience from CDE.
Would have really liked to see him deny the bomb plant there. A little less money going into the Bot123 coin purse, but nevertheless picking up another round, and they just continue to trade rounds. It's been back and forth the entirety of the second half. Bot123 was able to pick up the opening round, and then it's just kind of traded back and forth ever since it's been even. So pretty solid to see, you know, both teams answering back. That bomb plant helping tremendously, getting Aslan onto his one-shot killing machine. Thompson comes out, scope as well. We've got a bar and a carbine. So kind of the kitchen sink. And that really kind of showcases where the game is right now. It's like all these weapons can be effective if they're put into the proper hands.
Yeah, it's definitely a show of how balanced the game is. Of course, there's still some balance issues, which you want to try maybe balance the shotgun a little bit, maybe make it a little bit less range as well as the Thompson, which they did change the Thompson and the MP40, so it's a little bit less damage on range. I believe it's 3 shots to the head now instead of... Well, I can't remember the exact changes, but the damage drop-off on range has been reduced. But a lot of weapons are definitely viable. We can even see, we're seeing a lot more MP28s and grease guns compared to what we saw at the Major, which is a massive change. Ooh. Do love this crossfire.
Yeah, that's that same crossfire that Louis and Looney ran the other couple of rounds ago. Good returns from them. Going to give themselves a 2-round advantage now. A little bit of a buffer, a little bit of a cushion to work with as we progress deep into this match. There's a good tag, and now the push is coming around from the side. So Icon's not long for this world. Looney's going to take him down. Does he swap for the scope? Yes.
Yes, he does.
So he'll pick that up. He'll have that as his secondary. We'll move into the next round as it is getting close up to tie point now for Avenue Esports, looking to push it to map point match. But back and forth, finally Bot123 kind of running out of gas here in the last couple of rounds. They haven't been able to get the return that they've been looking. Haven't seen any timeouts being called by any teams either. I'm sure that that's still a feature in the game.
I don't know if they can call timeouts for Basic or not. Be interesting to see if they can or, but it does seem like Max is actually going into the tree. It'd be interesting to see if he can actually find any players up there. Yeah, you don't normally see players go up in the tree anymore since most players learn how to avoid that angle.
Well, he's going to get an opportunity here. Spots out Louis, gets some good damage on him, but can't find the kill. A little unfortunate there, but they know that there's at least one player hunkered down. And look at this push that's coming into the backside of that A site. And there it is. Flashy infiltrating deep into enemy lines. He's got one player wrapping at the bottom side of the stairs. Surely going to be ready for this. Waiting for that player to come in. No footsteps being heard as you crouch or as you aim down the sights. You do not make footsteps. Only when you're running or sprinting will you make footsteps or jumping. And Max being able to take down Jackus, that's good. That opens things up towards this A bomb site, but they still have no idea that there's a player in the bottom floor of that house. Adamello will be able to find J Money, and not only that, but he also has found them.
Yeah, he's found the bomb. Adamello able to get another frag onto Sate. Making it 2 versus 2, leaving Flashy and Icons. These two players again. Adamello a little bit too eager, showing CDE, which is actually probably going to tell Flashy that there is a player at bottom mate. Icons so quick getting up there. Fakes it. So quick.
That was a huge round recovery from Avenue, though. They were at the man disadvantage pretty much the entirety of the round, and they still managed to pull out the win. So Avenue Esports going to find themselves on match point right now. Bot123, despite the heroics from Flashy, sitting at 22 frags and 11 deaths. The rest of the team kind of slowed the board. You could see it Saint having a bit of an off game at 9 and 15. Couldn't find that frag onto Adamello, and that kind of cost them in the long run as Jackus was able to back him up and solidify the round here for Avenue Esports. So now we find ourselves in a must-win situation for Bot123.
Yeah, must-win situation, which isn't a great start since 2 players were tagged up to 1 HP, but it's Flashy who gets the opening kill onto Jackus. He's so good when he's in a situation like that. 23 kills. The rest of the team needs to start heading up a little bit more. Saint, one of those players which you named just now, a little bit quiet. Right now, Adamello, he is on fire. That's the 5th kill in the last 2 rounds.
CDE, dirty with J Money is able to get the return, but the man advantage still rests firmly in Avenue Esports' hands, and they were able to do it in a 2 versus 4 last time. Now we're going to be down into a 2-on-2 as Icons is able to find Adamello. It's a little bit of a spam onto him, takes him down, and that coastline, not the safest place to be right now as Icons is patrolling, but an aggressive push. Look at this. CDE far outside of that B-bomb site, very forward position. If they try to rotate back in, they will get caught, and J Money is going to fall right into his hands.
Thing is, I believe CD didn't see the bomb. And you can see that he's rotating, trying to go into the last position. Icons with last known. He's actually pushing, and Lowy was holding the angle, did a lot of damage. And just waiting for his teammate, but he will get that frag. And that's going to be Avenue Esports going to the next round.
Axis win.
Very, very big. At the start of that half, it looked like they were struggling a bit, but then they started getting a stride, getting those tokens and those weapons. And once that happened, Avenue locked it down.
Yeah, and big plays there from CDE, really turning it around from his first half. Remember, I said that he was 2-7 at one point. He ended up finishing with 22 kills. So a huge second half for him. Really closed out that opening half in a big way. Came back into that second half and really locked things down. So massive, massive turn of events there as Avenue Esports are able to pick up the win, and they will move forward. So again, very, very strong matchup from both sides. Bot123 just falling a little bit short there. And now we get to take a quick break. We'll be back with another matchup here in just a few moments for you guys as we whittle these teams down into the final kind of, 16 as we go into the final couple of rounds here?
16.
Yeah, so lots of matches being played, lots of battalion on the books. And we'll be back with another matchup here very shortly for you guys. You don't want to miss it.